Hi everyone, I'm Mariya and this is Courtney, and we're both U.S. recruitment officers. But this webinar today will apply to all 105 applicants. So if you guys are watching us, that means that you've already applied. And now we're basically just speeding through your applications. So some of you may have submitted none, some, or all of your documentations. Those of you who have submitted everything, great. But in order for us to, efficiently go through your applications, we do need to have all of the documents that we've asked of you. So the sooner you get those in, the sooner we can have a decision. But just keep in mind that it does take about 6 to 8 weeks from the day that we receive your documents to actually make a decision. So again, get those documents into us as soon as possible. Now, Courtney, do you want to go over where or how students stay up to date with their applications?
Yeah, so since you've already found us here, that means that you're into the Join portal. The section called Status Check is where you want to be paying attention to. This gets updated as your application moves forward. So when you submit documents or test scores, when you fill out a profile if you need to, those things all sort of get kept track of there. That's also where we'll let you know what the status of your application is. So is it under review? Have we started looking at it? Are you still missing documents that you need to send to us? So keep an eye out for there. The second place would be your email. Sometimes our emails to you can go to your spam or junk or promotions folders, so just be sure to check there. But we'll be emailing you updates as well if we need documents or if we've made a decision. So keep track of both. Check them every couple of days just to make sure you're staying on top of everything.
Great. And what documents will we consider when making our decisions?
So what we need from you depends on what program you've applied to and where you're currently studying. So Mariya and I work with a lot of students from the United States. They require a certain set of documents. If you're studying in India or in the UK, you might be asked of a couple of different things. Again, the best way to stay on top of this is to look at your status check page. Something we will need from everyone is a copy of your high school transcript. So we'd prefer if this is sent to us via Parchment or Naviance, which are two softwares that many high schools have. You can also upload a copy of this to your status check page directly, and we'll take a look at it there. If you need to send any test scores, for example, your SAT scores or an IELTS or TOEFL exam if you're required to submit a test of English proficiency, those should be sent directly from the testing agency. So while you may be able to tell us what your score is, we want to see it directly from the testing agency or center where you took that test. If your program requires any sort of supplemental application, so let's say you applied to the Rotman Commerce program, you should have already submitted your Rotman Commerce profile. Those things can all be kept track of on your status check page as well. So that really is the best resource for finding out how to submit everything and what needs to be submitted.
Great. And what is the most efficient method of submitting supporting documents?
So the fastest way to get things to us is just to upload them. If you are able to upload a copy of any of your paper documents, so again, transcripts, if you are dual enrolled right now at a community college or university, the transcripts from those places. Aside from that, again, just send us things electronically from the testing agency. So we're looking for things to be rolling in. Many deadlines have passed already, but we'll continue to consider applications on an ongoing basis until programs are filled. So make sure you're just staying on top of everything and that you're reaching out if you have questions.
That's great. That really just concludes our webinar. Thank you for tuning in.